When it comes to binge eating, forget literally everything you've heard, because without a shadow of a doubt, I can almost guarantee that what you've been hearing is misinformation, it's full of lies, and it only takes into account that specific person's experience with binge eating. Okay, so now, why am I qualified to talk about this? Why am I different? Well, my name is Sebastian Bedenker, and I'm a binge eating coach, okay? And I've helped hundreds of people eliminate their binge eating and develop healthier eating habits so they can finally get in the best shape of their lives, but most importantly, take back control of their lives and finally be able to make food choices without feeling bogged down and like there's this huge weight on their shoulders and just not have to deal with binge eating disorder anymore. So let me walk you through exactly what is the biggest lie, what is the biggest myth when it comes to binge eating. Well, it's simply this. You have two sides, two people telling you different things. On one side, you have people telling you you need to completely get rid of all those foods, get rid of any snacks in your pantry, no more fast food, just completely eliminate it cold turkey and just start shoving down chicken breast, veggies, healthy ass foods into your throat. Okay? And then on the contrary, on the other side, you have people telling you that that is restrictive, that is an eating disorder, do not do that, and still have your favorite snacks, chips, fast food, but just have it in moderation. All right, and let me tell you why both of those are some of the worst pieces of advice I've ever heard, okay? Because let me tell you, it is not a one-size-fits-all solution. And as a binge eating coach, like I said, who's helped hundreds of people with this, let me tell you the approach that I would recommend that you take. Okay, so when it comes to binge eating disorder, it is just like any other addiction, okay? And I always use this example, but let's say there's an alcoholic, someone who is literally addicted to alcohol, they need it all the time, they're drinking every day, okay? And I always use this example. An alcoholic has no reason being in a bar at night, okay? Even though they may say, I promise I'm gonna be sober, I'm not gonna drink tonight, but why? Why? It's because of the environment they're in, the people that are in there, everybody else is drinking. There's drinks, just fully available for them to grab, for them to drink. Do you know how much willpower you would have to have if you were an alcoholic and you're in a bar? So fucking much, right? And so what I always say is do not put yourself in those situations to begin with. And so when it comes to binge eating, it is quite literally the same thing. It is the same thing because it's like any other addiction, right? You have been over consuming on junk food, on fast food, on whatever your guilty pleasure is, right? For me, I know it's like Jack in the Box, McDonald's, Chipotle queso bowls, okay? For you, it may be like Takis, it may be hot chips, it may be donuts, it may be cookies, maybe, you crave sugar or sweets, but whatever the case may be, you have been overindulging in that. You've been having it, consuming it way too much. So your body is literally crying out for a detox, okay? Because you've been over consuming that, and now what happens is you're addicted to those foods, okay? You have to understand when you are having those foods on a consistent basis, like every day, those sweets, that fast food, those chips, those donuts, the companies that make those foods and snacks, it is their job to make it as tasty, as addictive as possible. So they pump it up with chemicals to really make you feel good, to spike up your dopamine and get you addicted to those foods and snacks. Okay, so this is why I hate whenever people say you can still have those foods, just have them in moderation. Okay, I was a binge eater myself. You may be struggling with binge eating right now. You and I both know having those foods in moderation, that is not as easy as it sounds, right? Because you have one and you're gonna be like, oh my God, this tastes so good. Let me just grab another. Next thing you know, the entire fucking bag is gone, right? So it's not so easy as to just say, let me just have this in moderation. Like I said, your body quite literally is crying out for a detox. So what is a detox? You need to get rid of any trigger foods that you have, okay? Any trigger foods that you know are going to cause you to binge eat. So if for you it's donuts, if for you it's cookies, if for you it's chips, you need to just get rid of them, okay? And I'm not saying that this is gonna be easy by any means, okay? The first 2 to 3 weeks are going to be your hardest. And this is what I tell all my clients who have seen success in the Binge Breakthrough Academy. I always tell them, Rachel, Jonathan, my clients, Mariah, it is going to be hard the first 2 to 3 weeks. But once you get past that initial, hill, it is going to be so much easier, and you're going to have developed healthier eating habits. So what should you be doing in those first 2 to 3 weeks of this detox? You need to be prioritizing clean, healthy, whole foods. Start cooking more at home. Make chicken, turkey, beef. You can make steak, ground bison, right? For carbs, have some, white rice, brown rice, have some potatoes, right? Make sure to have some veggies in there because the fiber is going to keep you full. Make sure to have some fruits in there because fruits are great at really helping with those sweet cravings, and also they have very little amount of calories, right? Make sure you're also having protein to really help you feel full. Again, kind of the same gist as fiber. But you want to make sure you're eating clean, whole foods, and that way you can get back to kind of normal baseline. Like how normal, lean, slim people are. They're not addicted to junk food. They're not addicted to fast food. They're just at baseline level. They have that in moderation, and this is what I'm about to get into. But for the most part, 80% of the time, they're eating clean, healthy, whole foods. And so in that 2 to 3 week detox period, that's what you need to be putting your focus on. And like I said, I know it's not going to be easy. I never said it was, right? And some people might even say this is an eating disorder because they're going to say, oh, well, you shouldn't be restricting yourself. You already have an eating disorder. You're already over-consuming on junk food and fast food, right? So you need a detox to get you back to baseline. You need to prioritize these clean, healthy, whole foods. And now let me get to the good part. Because after these 2 to 3 weeks, this is where we can start to slowly introduce these foods that you love back into your life. But the key is in moderation. And after you've put in the work of those first 2 to 3 weeks, okay, you slowly start to introduce them. You have, let's say, just one cookie. You don't go buy a box of cookies because, like I said, the alcoholic analogy, right? You don't go to the whole bar, but, let's say you're at the grocery store, you're at a Publix or something. You get a cookie. You just have one, and that's fine. That's how you slowly start to introduce them, right? Maybe just have a sweet treat once or twice a week. Maybe go out to eat once a week. This is what I do, right? As a recovered binge eater, I eat clean the whole week. On Monday through Friday and on Sunday, I cook at home and I eat clean whole foods. And on Saturday, this is like my guilty pleasure, right? This is what I do. Like I go out and, I'll typically get either like pizza or a burger or pasta or something like that. But that's key, right? It's in moderation and you're not overdoing it. So to recap, guys, it's not just one approach of cutting all these foods out forever, right? Like I said in the beginning, or the other approach where you're doing it in moderation. But how are you going to do it in moderation if you don't even know what moderation is, right? It's about kind of doing both approaches, but you have to start with a detox to get you back to normal levels first, help you heal your relationship with food and understand what foods are actually making you feel good, which foods are actually best for you. And then, like I said, you slowly start to introduce those other foods that you love back into your life so you don't have like a boring, plain diet. And guys, that is what I've been doing for the past 2 years, and it's helped me tremendously, right? Eating clean all week. And it's like, like I said, the first 2, 3 weeks are hard, but you want to know the best part about it? You feel amazing. You feel awesome. You feel so mentally clear, so energized, so full of confidence, right? Because you're losing weight, you're building muscle, your skin clears up, you just feel so much better. It's not as hard as it sounds once you get past those 2 to 3 weeks. And then guess what? On Saturday, you have those foods you love. You slowly transition them back into your life in moderation. And the other good part about this, guys, is I really want you to understand this. And I think this is also, think of this like a bonus mindset tip, okay? Imagine how much better it's gonna taste when you only have your favorite foods once a week. That's how it should be, right? Because it's something that, you shouldn't have every day, because then it takes away the value of it, right? It takes away the value of it. But if you put in the work all week, then imagine how good it tastes on Saturday when you only have your favorite foods once or twice a week. It's going to taste that much better. You're going to be able to taste, all the flavors that much more. It's going to be like that guilty pleasure, right? And you feel good about it. And you're not going to feel guilty about it because you put in the work all week. And that's why it's so much better to just have 1 or 2 of your favorite meals, a week rather than having that stuff every day, guys. And so just to kind of recap, You need a detox for the first 2 to 3 weeks. Prioritize clean, healthy, whole foods, with protein, with fiber from veggies, from fruits. Make sure you have some healthy carbs in there, some sweet potatoes, white or brown rice, and also make sure, you're getting your sleep, okay guys? Just some helpful tips. Make sure you're drinking your water, because sometimes you're not actually hungry, you're just thirsty. Make sure you're getting your sleep, at least 8 hours, because it's gonna help reduce your stress and gonna help you have less cravings. And yeah, guys, listen, I'm here to tell you, it is completely possible to stop binge eating and finally have a normal relationship with food. I'm living proof of that. My clients are living proof of that. And I just want you to know that you're not alone in this, right? You will get better. I believe in you, okay? So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like one-on-one help and you want me to work with you intensively and, kind of really give you guidance and support, really help you out with what foods you should be eating, what workouts you should be doing, kind of the mindset you need to really heal your relationship with food, I'd be more than happy to, hop on a free consultation call with you and see if that's something I can help you with. You can just click the first link in the description, or you can DM me on Instagram for more help. And yeah, if you guys enjoy the video, please leave a like. It really helps the channel. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and I will see you all in the next video.